No, it was really good. Nice to get in there, and especially off like a run like that too. Like it was it was a 12-man play, so it's nice to celebrate that.
For sure, and in a game where you guys are on the right side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it part of that three? Like there were 3 consecutive drives with a TD. That doesn't always happen either.
Yeah, and that's who we are though. It's the identity we're building, and we don't want to wait till the second half to do it, but it was that's a good offense.
Talk about the bounce back. I mean, the first half was probably more easier to forget than anything, but the second more than made up for it.
Yeah, it seemed like the start there was it's kind of just like any boxing match. First couple rounds we're feeling each other out, and then second half we had a better understanding of how we could be effective versus them, and things went according to plan. So,
are you a touchdown celebration guy? Do you have something in the back of your mind just for in case?
I'm so preoccupied with crossing that line that I let other guys take over after the fact. If I get in there, nothing else matters. I'll take the crown for worst touchdown celebrations as long as we keep getting them.
How wild is it that you're on the field for about 3/4 of that second half?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was long drives. We practice like that though, and that's why it came out in the game. Is like we practice at a high tempo. We practice with a lot of plays. So when we were actually out there, it didn't feel out of place for us to be there or for that long. So that's who we were evolving to become.
Last 2 games, there's been more runs than pass plays. Now I don't think they were all called runs, obviously, because Taylor's taken off and running. But still, you feel the usage in the run game is starting to increase every game now.
It seems like, without a fact that we are running the ball more. How we're getting to our runs, I'd say, is besides the point. Mm-hmm. We're running that football, and we're forcing teams to prepare for a multifaceted offense.
You've been part of many back-to-backs. There's a big one coming up after this. So this may be a good dress rehearsal to remind yourself about the one after. But specifically, the second game, when you win, what do you have to guard against?
I think when you approach a back-to-back series, it's a very cerebral preparation. You got all kinds of things up your sleeve. There's plays that we didn't call that we want to get to. I think when you think about the big picture, it's about getting 2 wins out of this. One, we got the first one. Let's get this next one too.
Yeah, and enjoy that one extra day of rest too. Yeah. You're not getting that the next.
I think that even going into this last game, I was a little bit understated of actually how great of a challenge we had. We had an Eastern travel flight off a short week, playing a team coming off a bye. That's a great challenge. I think it's being a little bit understated, but I'm really proud of this team. All 3 phases really showed up and did a fantastic job.
Last week we talked about how it felt close to getting that first victory. Now that you have it, there's lots of hooting and hollering. Not that there wasn't before, but what does that do for the overall energy of the team?
The important part of playing in a good season is that you can't get too high or too low. You can't rely on emotions. This is a cerebral game, so we're grounded. I'd say that's the overall mentality. We're approaching this as if last week didn't happen, aside from our film preparation, of course, because we are playing the same opponent. But by and large, we're preparing this. We're expecting unbelievable Ottawa REDBLACKS team to come over here and play us, and so we got to prepare for their absolute best. And the respect is high. They're a good program. And we're ready for another great challenge.
And I would think that would help set you up for your first home victory in a long, long time too.
I would even. Going into this game, we're 0-0. We're just trying to get out of this week going 1-0. It doesn't matter where we are, and that goes for any time. Doesn't matter where we're playing. We're always fighting for a win. Road, home. Yeah, it'd be nice to do it at home, but we're not. The actual mountain to climb of achieving a victory is so great. It's so steep that you can't overthink how difficult that is to win a professional football game. So that's the approach. We could add all the pressure we want, but the standard is victories. So that's kind of how we approach it.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.